Hi everyone, welcome to Skill Questers Hub. In this video, we will explore IPython Magic Commands in Jupyter Notebook. Magic Commands are built-in commands that provide additional functionality beyond the normal Python commands. The Magic Commands usually start with % or $%. Let us explore the magic command %autocall. So %autocall is an IPython magic commands that automatically adds parentheses when calling functions if we do not call functions with the parentheses. Okay, so usually we call a function with parentheses and we pass in the arguments if the function is a parameterized function. Okay, so if the function contains arguments. But if we set the %autocall, we can call a function without a parenthesis. Okay, so let's see that. And we have three modes of autocall. So the default is off. So autocall 0, which is off, is the default. And we have autocall 1, which is smart, and autocall 2, which is full. If we set autocall to 2, then we can call functions without the parenthesis. And if we set it to off, which is 0, we need to give the parenthesis. And if we set the autocall to 1, then we can call the function without parenthesis only if it has an argument. Otherwise, it will not work. So it is best to keep the autocall as 2. Okay, so let's see that in action. So here we have the built-in function len. So we are passing the argument hello and we are calling it within parenthesis. So let's run this. Okay, so this gives the output, which is the count of the string hello, which is 5. So now let's set the autocall to 2. Before that, if you run the command len with the argument hello without the parenthesis, you'll get an error. So let's check that. So we get an error. So now if we set because it is set to the autocall 0, which is default. Okay, so the autocall is off. So if you set the autocall to 2, so %autocall 2, so let's run it. We can call the function without the parenthesis. So now let's rerun the code len with the argument hello without the parenthesis. So now if we run it, okay, we get the output 5. So this automatically adds the parenthesis for the function and calls it. Okay, so we can use the command %autocall to call functions without parenthesis if the autocall is on. Okay. Next, let's explore the magic command %pdef. So %pdef is an IPython magic command which displays the function signature or the definition of an object. Okay, so if you have an object or a function, you can get the definition of it by using the %pdef magic command. Okay, so let's run the command %pdef, and the object we are going to see the definition of is print. Okay, so let's run the command %pdef print. Okay, so this gives the definition of the object. Okay, so this is a function print. It gives the parameters which the function accepts and the signature of it. Okay, so %pdef can be used to get the definition of an object. Next, let's explore the magic command %pdoc. So %pdoc is an IPython magic command which shows the documentation or the docstring of an object. Okay, so this will be the documentation of the particular object. Okay, so let's run the command %pdoc print. So again, we are choosing the object print, which is the print function, okay, to get the documentation of it. So let's run this command. Okay, so this gives the documentation of the object print. So this will give the information of what print does and the arguments that it accepts and what is the meaning of each argument. Okay. So basically the documentation of the object print is listed here. Okay, so we can use the magic command %pdoc to get the documentation of any object. Next, let's explore the magic command %pfile. So %pfile is an IPython magic command that displays the source file where the object is defined. So this will display the source file of that object. Okay. So using this, you can get the implementation details of that particular object. So let's see that in action. So here we are importing statistics module. We are going to get the source file of the statistics mean. Okay. So to get the source file of any object, you can specify it using the %pfile and the object. Okay, so let's run this command. Okay, so this will give the entire implementation details of the statistics mean object. Okay, so here you can see all the implementation details. So if you need a source file of the object, we can use the %pfile magic command to get the implementation details. Next, let's explore the magic command %psearch. So %psearch is an IPython magic command that searches for objects matching a pattern. So we can search objects using the %psearch. Okay, so this enables all the wildcard searches. So if you know only a part of the object name, we can use %psearch to search it. Okay, so in this case, so if I remember, if the object starts with st, we can use the command %psearch st and the asterisk. Okay, so let's run this command. So this will give all the objects that start with st. So these are the objects that start with st. So this is how you can use the command %psearch to search for an object whose name we are not sure of. Okay. Next, let's explore the magic command %autoawait. So %autoawait is an IPython magic command that controls automatic handling of await expressions. So this is useful when working with asynchronous code, async and await. So when working with asynchronous code, we need to use the magic command %autoawait. Okay, so let's see that in action. So here we have the asynchronous code. So import async io and await async io.sleep of 1. So it will sleep for 1 second and we are printing done. Okay, so this is the word we are printing. Now if I run the code which contains the asynchronous code, so let's run this, we get an error. Okay, so we get an error because we are using async and await here. So we cannot run asynchronous code without enabling the auto await. Okay, so now we should use the magic command %auto await. Let's enable it. So to enable it, we need to mention on. So %auto await on. So let's run it. So now auto await is set to on. Now if you run the code, it should run without any errors. So let's run it. It waits for a second and then it prints done. Okay. So we can use the %autoawait magic command when we are working with asynchronous code. Okay. Next, let's explore the magic command %autosave. So %autosave is an IPython magic command which sets the notebook's autosave interval. Okay, so but the default autosave is 2 minutes, which is 120 seconds. So if you want to update the auto saving functionality of this notebook, you can specify it using the %autosave magic command. Okay, so now I'm changing it to 60 seconds, which is 1 minute. So we can use this command %autosave 60. So let's run this. So now the auto saving is changed to 60 seconds. Okay. So you can use the %autosave magic command to update the notebook's autosave interval. Next, let's explore the magic command %wordWrap. So %wordWrap is an IPython magic command that wraps selected code in a predefined template. Okay, so you can prepare a template for a selected piece of code using the magic command %wordWrap. Okay, so let's see that in action. So first, to get the list of word wrap that we have in the notebook session, we can use the command %wordWrap list all. Okay, so let's run this. So there are none, so we get nothing in the output. Okay, let's run the %codewrap magic command. So %codewrap. I'm giving the name for this code wrap, which is test, and here I'm adding the code print test. And below that, we are adding the line of code __code __. Okay, so and this is where the code will get updated, and the predefined template is the print test statement. Okay, so let's run this. So now we have defined a code wrap. Now let's run the list all. Okay, now you will see the code wrap which was created before. So we have created the code wrap test, and it will print test. So any line of code we run, you will get the first line to be print test. Okay, so let's run this code, print hello. Okay, so here you can see I'm printing hello, but you get the first print test statement, which is predefined, which runs first. So first you get test, then you get hello. Okay. Now, if you want to remove the code wrap which we had created, the code wrap test, you can remove it using the command %codewrap by passing the value, remove, and the name of the code wrap test. So let's run this. Okay. Now let's run list all. So now you'll see that the code wrap is removed. And now if you run print hello, we don't see the code wrap test which is displayed. Okay. Okay, so this is how we can use %codewrap to wrap a selected piece of code in a predefined template. I have also prepared a reference guide with the commands that we have discussed in this video. You can also refer that. I will be sharing the link to this reference guide in the description. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe to my channel.